responsibility he has, and if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did, but he's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that...
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So now the Lions go on offense in a great starting spot. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns. I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person.
A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
The numbers for him from a week ago, and you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 4 yards.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turn. Pay that off for them to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Throwing it a traffic. Set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Blazing start to the game for him. 4 plays, 4 passes, and look at him now. 1st and goal. Pretty good start.
Already down there. Now they just don't want to settle for 3. See if they can put the final words in this script and knock it in the end zone.
Yeah, I just wonder what he's feeling out there right now because it looks...
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. And nothing special. The point after here coming up. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead at 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
from the gun, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Forced out to his left. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Here's Jackson to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
The 22-yard line.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Ravens 3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 22-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
4 yards on the pickup.
2nd and 6.
At the 25-yard line.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
The pass.
A gain there of 21 yards.
Jay Hawkinson.
So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
First down.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Another carry for the running back.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
First down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Ravens 3.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to...
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But it's 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. "10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports.
10, Ravens 3.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
2-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Jackson's going to look to run it. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
At the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Deshaun Hand. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll bring him back within 4.
Makes the score Lions 10, Ravens 6.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. 2nd and 4. Gets it quickly to Galladay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Detroit.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
On 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Jack Fox now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
1st and 10.
Lamar Jackson heading back out as we check out our player spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how...
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Jackson sacked.
Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happened. Some love.
After the safety free kick. That's taken on the 25. So here are the Lions to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Jalen Ferguson there on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken.
Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now left side on the swing pass. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
27.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here comes the Lions punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the state.
32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Brings up 2nd and.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a dump off here complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson on first down. And that's incomplete.
Jackson's pass.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Flush to his right. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Good for a Baltimore Raven.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Pettis once again the target. And it's 2nd down.
There defensively.
Throwing again. Jackson looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. The 40. 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Now the extra point.
Point after.
And the lead is now 13.
Is good.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Four seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was the visiting Bears who come in and get the victory on the road. David Montgomery, a touchdown run in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Baker Mayfield, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were losers in that one to the visiting L.A. Chargers. Austin Eckler leading the way on the ground there. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Once more, he was trying to get it to Kenny Galladay, and it's third down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now. Still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Now Jackson operating from the gun. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Jackson going to look to do it himself. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Man, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The give to the fullback on the dive. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Jackson on first down. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that gets him back within 10.
It's the score, Lions 19, Ravens 9.
So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That catch good for only a couple. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not.
Patrick Queen on the...
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here comes Pettis on the return. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They go play action now. Jackson looking deep downfield. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead is now 24. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. An injured player on the field. Oh, boy, is that who I think it is? Yeah, that's Lamar Jackson. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. First throw now for the backup Carr. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles around the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Another carry.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle. Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And right side, they're going to go option here. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
To throw his Carr.
3-yard line.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd and goal.
So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I suspect this is one of those calls the defensive coordinator would love to have back.
Absolutely.
Feels like he took a bit of a gamble here. And I remember when I was playing, when we had a team really backed up, there was a talk about, let's go ahead and get upfield and get a safety. And sometimes that works against you because they really hit them big, didn't they?
They did. They were hoping for a couple yards of breathing room. They got a lot more than that. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 44-yard line.
And a give this time to the tailback. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Jalen Ferguson.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Johnson. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Carr now on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Carr's pass complete.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. That catch good for only a couple. A four-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
12 yards there and a first down.
49-yard line.
Again, it's Carr. Throwing right, and that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he loses the football a second time.
For another Baltimore Ravens.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Carr now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Carr to throw again. And that one incomplete as it breaks a string of 8 straight pass completions. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And now here come the Ravens. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. Open man is born. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the
now Carr got the connection here to Bourne. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Carr. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carr. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
The ball carried.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 48 month.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Tonight's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Lions, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.